We're gonna make a fortune with this place.
The 1990s was an era of blockbusters, technology, and high-grossing actors. After the general audience got used to these high-budget mainstream films, it made way for the rebellious rise of fresh, independent filmmakers who wanted to showcase their unique film vision to combat commercial cinema. There was an emerging independent filmmaker market of all tiers that wanted to break away from the conventional methods. The term independent film refers to a feature film that is produced outside the major film studio system and is distributed by independent entertainment companies. Indie films are distinguishable by their unconventional storyline, cast of characters, and unique format that showcase the filmmaker's personal artistic vision. Small production companies like Orient Pictures and Island Alive gave indie filmmakers the grounds to make their magic into movies. The independent film market continues to grow today as an outlet for young and aspiring filmmakers to have the freedom to hone their unique and creative talents with the support of larger studios. One of my personal favorite indie filmmakers is writer-director Korine. Personally, I feel that he is the perfect example of what independent filmmakers should be doing, seeing that the ideas are straying away from mainstream commercial cinema. Korine has said that he goes towards things that scare him because you're never guaranteed that your film isn't going to be a failure, but as long as what you're seeing on screen is interesting, you don't need to justify it. Korine's career in the film industry started at the age of 18 when director Larry Clark approached him to write the script for the 1995 film called Kids. Since then, he has made many films, ranging from a nightmarish rural teen drama like Gummo, to beatific visual abstractions like Mr. Lonely, to movies that we still can't believe are actually movies someone had made and released like Trash Humpers. For this video essay, I'm going to focus on Korine's directorial debut in the 1997 film Gummo. Korine created a film depicting the life of a group of people living in a small Ohioan town called Xenia that was devastated by a tornado. The film doesn't have a logical narrative story to follow, but shows extracts from different people's lives. This original and unpredictable plot follows no clear narrative strand, as Korine has gone on record to say that he doesn't believe in narrative films because they aren't realistic. Life doesn't have a 3-act plot. The beauty of Korine as a director lies in the fact that you either passionately love him or absolutely detest him. I align myself with a view that asserts Korine as a great director. I think the reason people dislike him is because they don't understand him. They don't understand his unique approach to the art of film. Korine once commented on the aesthetic of Gummo, saying that they tried very hard not to reference any other films. They wanted Gummo to set its own standard. This is why I think Gummo is seminal to the era of indie films. The whole idea of independent films is to produce artworks that have not been made before, to tell stories that no one has heard before, and to do this in a way that no one has seen before. Korine is one of the very few filmmakers that manages to do this with every single film he makes. He said in an interview for IndieWide magazine that he wanted to make his movie the way they should be made, something more of a feeling. If you look at some of the most popular independent films from this period, Danny Boyle's Trainspotting always appears. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a fantastic film, but it isn't telling a new story and it's not telling it in a unique way. There are thousands of films with the same storyline surrounding drug abuse. See films like The Basketball Diaries, Drugstore Cowboy, The Panic in Needle Park, Less Than Zero, and the list goes on. Most of these films are classified as indie films, but do they really stick to the essence of what indie is? Gummo is really a film like no other. It is the utterly sad but beautiful portrayal of all-American nihilism. A rhetorical question a laser filmmaker would have asked is, aren't these people odd? Instead, the movie asks, what's so odd about these people? The scenes were all shot on a different camera with different film. The actors weren't cast on their acting capabilities, but on how what they looked like made Korine feel. He used freaks and minority groups. The final film was only 75% scripted. Korine himself appears in an improvised scene of the film whilst being completely intoxicated. The film has no plot or character development. His entire crew, apart from the cinematographer Jean-Yves Escoffier, refused to finish the film. All of these facts just articulate how special Korine is. He took a huge risk to produce this film and had very little backing from the film's small distribution company called Fine Line Features, and the film might not have been commercially successful, but it truly shows us exactly what independent filmmaking is all about.
I love my little rooster and my rooster loves me. I'm gonna cherish that chicken neath the green bay tree. My little rooster goes cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. And I love my little hen and my hen, she loves me. I'm gonna cherish my hen neath the green bay tree. My little hen goes cluck, cluck. Little rooster goes cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. And I love my little pig hog and my hog loves me. I'm gonna cherish that hog neath the green bay tree. My little hog goes mm-mm. Little hen goes cluck, cluck. Little rooster goes